Hey guys, welcome back to Snoot Game. I think this is the last one. God, I hope it's the last one. Um, but yeah, whatever. Let's get into it. I was dropped off at a hotel with the other dudes. Surprisingly diverse crowd of humans and dinosaurs conversed. We waited there for another bus took us to an airport. I think I may have slept too soon as I sat on the airplane seat because I don't remember the takeoff or the drill. I was fortunate enough to get a seat by the window. I flipped it up and saw a desert with a two-lane road cutting through it. Don't even know where I am now, and only that I'm nowhere near Lucy. God, I hope I get to see her again. 3 years later. Volcadera Bluffs, new duty station, recruiting teens to suffer just as I did. Good times, good times. With my rucksack on my back and a cheap rolling case at my side, I make my way down the old stomping ground for some cheap living. 3 years. Wonder if Lucy still lives here. There's new buildings at the Galleria, not to mention it's gotten even more labyrinthian. The sun reflecting off the mirror, polished windows are baking me alive to my GDUs. Thinking back, I think there's a park nearby with a decent vending machine. Mentally retracing my steps from senior year, I managed to find their park. Looks like they're holding some kind of festival. All the booth setups and tykes running around. There's an unoccupied picnic bench, miraculously, so I set my heavy bags carrying my entire life and pop open my water bottle. Sitting here, I can't help but reminisce about the times past when I was here. There's an awful lot I left behind, like my high school sweetheart. The dicks in my old platoon never did believe me. Then again, I didn't want to show the photo album her mom gifted me. Raptor Jesus, I miss her. Wonder if she still remembers that promise. Anon? I look up to see a pterodactyl in a floral print dress running full tilt towards me. Anon, you remembered! What? I stand up and prepare to take her down. I am poorly prepared, however. She lunges at me, and before I think to grab my cheap-ass kabar, her beak mashes roughly against my lips. What? I curse my instincts as my hands reflectively hold my amorous attacker down by her hips. Wait. I pull back both for air and to figure out if this is who I think it is and not some well-dressed sexual harassing lady hobo. What? Lucy? You remembered our promise. Right. Yeah, the promise that I'd come back to be with you, and how could I forget? I finally have a chance to take Lucy in. Gone is halter top. You done? Gone is the halter top, torn jeans, and spiky hornband. In their place, a simple golden sundress and a large red ribbon tied around her head crest, looking for the world like a pair of red bunny ears. Her hands remain on my shoulders, and I can see that she's checking me out now. I'm proud to say that I'm no longer a lanklet, especially with how my uniform blouse's rolled-up sleeves feel like they're cutting off my blood flow to my hands. You've really changed since I last saw you, Anon. I'm so glad you're safe after all these years. I got so worried for you. What if something happened overseas? If you got lost or hurt, what if you never returned at all? Hey, have more faith in me. I still got my limbs, right? Didn't get bruised too bad. Like, remember that time I fell down the stairs? Pretty indestructible, yeah? Maybe I'll wait before showing her my scars. You're pretty amazing. What have you been up to? Oh, I got my associates and then... Miss Lucy! Fang shrugs. And then this. A little T-Rex runs up to the table. Miss Lucy, Miss Lucy! Now, Vince, there's no DDL this close. What's wrong? I was playing with Jared and he said that earthquakes happen when mommy gets out of bed. Tell him it's not true. Fucking kids. Tell him that his mom has a secret daddy that she doesn't tell anyone about. Really? You got offended by that? Anon. Okay. No, you don't. Jared, get over here. After clearing up the squabble, Lucy slumps over a picnic table again. Want me to get you a water bottle or something? No, thanks. I had lemonade earlier. The fair is some annual town hunting celebration. This year, the people in charge had extra funding. So today, they're letting local schools have a field trip here free of charge. Need another chaperone? I'd love to, but parent gets really upset about that sort of thing. You have to be qualified and certified to look after these guys. Oi need a child minding license, eh? You pray pay bonkers, eh? I chuckle aloud in my own silly accent. Lucy's giggles echo my mirth. Lucy, okay, Mishka, you know what? We're playing Snoot game together now, because you can't leave me alone. Hear me? We're playing together. This is my dog, everyone. Look, it's a terrible game. It's so interesting, isn't it? Stop licking me. Mishka, why are you like this? Dumb. She's dumb. Stop biting my fingers. Yeah, get out of here. Lucy's giggle slowly melts away with a trickling tear leaves her eye. Oh my god, give me a second. You're really back. Her arms wrap around me tightly, and I'm afraid I'll disappear at any moment. My hands rub comforting circles across her back, soothing her. Yeah, I'm back, Lucy. I'm surprised you waited for me here. Of course, that promise means the world to me, Anon. We stay embraced in the hot sun for just a moment longer before I let go again. Lucy's gaze lingers on the children, her eyebrows knit together in contemplation. Look at them, Anon. Fang points towards the kids screaming and falling over each other. We were all like this at one point. Stupid? Yeah, no, I mean careless, innocent. I suppose we were. She lets out a sigh. One day they're gonna start thinking and doing all the wrong things we thought and did when we were teenagers. I wish I could stop it from happening. They're perfect just like this. Kids can be mean to each other. But not cruel. The world makes them cruel. Until then, they're free. You gotta protect their freedom, save them from our mistakes. That's quite a statement to hear from her. You've changed. I think now would be a good time for a segue. I'm glad to see you're doing good. How's everyone else? Everyone else? You know, Nazer, Trish, Naomi, Reed, all those guys? Oh, Nazer went to medical school. She closed her eyes and, as though trying to recall a lost memory. I haven't seen Naomi, though. The others? I haven't seen them since either. But you're here now. And now that you're back, I'm never letting go again. I'm not going anywhere, sweet tooth. Lucy rolls her eyes. You know, if you had said that back then, I'd have hit you. Yeah, and, then I had just done it again because you're cute when you're annoyed. Guess we both changed since then. Oh yeah? How so? I mean, when I first enrolled, I had every intention of just laying low and not sticking out. Didn't care about making friends as long as it suited that goal. As long as I didn't get bullied anymore, I was glad I just blend in. And guess that plan fell apart. It did, yeah. I kind of blame you for that development. I made you care about people. You did. A few kids chase each other around the table. You get any break time today? I'd love to check out the town and see what else is different. I'd love to. I'll go ask. It might be a few minutes to step away. Yeah, and we could go check on Volcano High again, for old time's sake. She freezes for a second. I'd rather not Volcano High, too many bad memories. Lucy ended up getting the rest of the day off from her supervisors. I was surprised at how understanding they were once they saw me. They said I deserve it after a hard day's work. You do look exhausted dealing with the ankle biters. Not at all. Truth be told, Anon, I love doing what I do. Catching up with Lucy was the happiest I felt in years. The memories came rushing back as we walked into the hot sun. So, you don't know at all how Reed and Trish are doing? Oh, when was the last time I spoke with them? I hope Trish is alright. The two of you were friends for the longest time. I guess I didn't feel the need to see them again. Looking back, they were terrible influences. I guess so. Stella and Rosa? Haven't seen them either. Seems weird considering Rosa was such a help to us. And don't get me wrong, Anon, I love what Rosa did for me, Nazer and you, but I guess I just didn't need to see her anymore. I didn't want to see anyone else for that matter. You must have had friends in the armory, back at Rock Bottom, or even before that, right? They're gone from your life too, and there's nothing wrong with that. Haven't you looked for them? Don't want to. The scenery here looks familiar. Oh, this is my old path to school. Maybe I will get to see it after all. Let's turn away to Moe's or somewhere. Oh, I want to see the school again, though. No, Anon. Seems like we just repeat each other. I get upset over nothing, and I apologize. Sorry, I don't want to remember Volcano High. I did too much dumb stuff there, you know? I just want to forget all that happened. Moe's is fine, too. I do want to see how that fossil's doing. Oh, actually, Mo retired. He's sold his franchise. Oh, well, we can still go check it out. It took a while to get there, but getting to be nearly 5 when we arrived at Moe's, we ordered our usual and picked a table. I can see the old piano in my peripheral vision. I've been asking so much about what you're doing now, but what happened while I was away? I remembered your promise. I tried improving myself, like really tried, but things kept getting difficult. For a while I gave up. There were times I'd cry, I'd think back when you were here and miss you so much. I don't want to worry you with the details of what I did during that time, but I guess I realized something. All this time, I was a huge dick to my family. I idealized things way too much and lashed out at them for not being able to be on the same page as me. I wanted to be a rock star, so I wanted them to behave a certain way. I think it would fit for that lifestyle. I was being unfair and unrealistic towards them. I wanted them to hate me, and somehow that was going to further my career. It looked like it worked for a lot of famous people. I didn't want to make my family sad anymore, so I just did what I always should have done and learned to love them, and to thank them for what they did to me. So you kept playing? I'd love to see what else you composed over the years. I'm sure it'd be great. No, I just gave that up. What, really? It was such a huge part of you. I didn't need it anymore, plus it reminded me too much of Trish. I put away the instruments somewhere and never played anything ever again. And just what have you been doing all these years? Dad needed help with a charity event. He bought food and needed me to help him carry it around since Nazer was away in college. I thought it was just going to be some boring event with a bunch of brats, but I saw something. I saw the children. They ran around me. They offered me toys to play with. I joined them. I lifted them from the ground. Some clung to my legs as I moved about. No one ever played with me like that. No one ever approached me like that. It was so pure, so innocent. I should have shown them a picture of you from your high school clothes. That would be hilarious. But yeah, I enjoyed my time with the children so much. I asked around at my church and eventually got a gig dealing with preschoolers. She looks so happy right now. I feel like I would ruin the moment to bring up Trish, Reed, and the others again. You know, part of me expected you to forget about the whole promise. That I'd come back, some lucky dino guy had already swept you off your feet. She just smiles and gives a small laugh. The amount of guys I had to tell that my boyfriend was just deployed and coming home soon. She begins stroking my hand on the table. Anon, I'd never forget about you or our promise. Part of me is glad that she's saying this to me, but I still have too many questions. It's weird because I know she's happy. She looks happy in her work. She's glad I'm here. But something deflates for the moment. I don't know what it is. I look towards the decorative piano Mo always had in the corner. Look, Fang, the piano. What about it? You think they'd let us play it? I don't know. It's probably out of tune. Might be worth a shot. Come on. But you can't play. And you play. As we sit by the piano, I think she understands why I'm teasing her like that. I open the lid and the keys look rather pristine. Anon, her fingers lightly roll across the keys. She retracts herself. I haven't played in a long time. I don't know if I can still do it. I bet you still remember how to do it. She positioned her hands right above the keys. I haven't done this in years, and I don't know which song to play. I want to see you play, that's all. I want to hear you after all this time anyway. All right. She gave out a sigh, but then, what to play? Her eyes seemed to glimmer for a moment. I know. Remember this? This was our song, remember? We made it together? I still got it. I always thought of this melody when I thought about you. I guess I never forgot how to do it, though I'd be rusty with the piano. You play beautifully. Thank you. I sit closer to Lucy, and she rests her head on my shoulder. Her hands are still resting on the keys, eager to play again. You shouldn't have abandoned music. We talked about what we would do now, especially since it was getting dark outside and the streetlights were coming on. We walked our way back to where we started near the park. I don't know, Anon. It's just so weird. A music teacher? I don't know, Fang. It could be cool if you tried. Fang is shivering. The colder air is setting in. Here, I'll give you this warmer. I draw Lucy close to my chest. She snuggles up to me. Thank you. She's precious. Being taller now, I guess the animal part of my brain is telling me to protect my smaller and more fragile mate. Still a weird fucking sentence. Little by little, I'll get you back into music. Your friends, I'm sure it'll work out fine towards the end. Lucy stirs, but she doesn't like the idea. And Han, please don't ask me to do that. I'm not ready. How are you not ready? I lied, Anon, okay? I lied. I disappointed you. I promised I would get better, but you're clearly not happy with how I turned out. Nonsense. You have no idea how proud I am of you. I'm still broken, Anon. I've even started preening again because I had no one, but remembering I promised you and Nazer I wouldn't do it anymore hurt even more, so... But that was years ago. I swear I tried getting better. Forgive me. I'm the one sighing this time. You wanted me to live my own life, be this great person you wanted me to be, yet I'm here doing menial church tasks and dealing with children. I've got no friends, no new songs, nothing going on for me. I know I needed to be a famous musician to make you happy, but I know I needed to forgive Trish and the others, but it just didn't work out. I couldn't do it. I'm lonely, Anon, and you're all that's left for me. You didn't need to be all that to be happy. I still think you're the best. Forget it, Lucy. What's done is done, and we're here. It's all that matters. I embrace her. I could tell she was getting tense, but slowly she relaxes in my arms. When I said that we're back to being together is all that matters, she hugged me back. I'm here. And I still can't believe it. Lucy is shaking with excitement in my arms now. I already am thinking of all kinds of things we could do. Fuck, just knowing I won't see you until tomorrow already hurts me. I can take you to see Mom and Dad right now. They'd get a kick out of seeing you like this. Not right now. That'd be too much for them to take in. I have to unpack, too. I got a little room in a motel for now. Would you like some help? I thought to deny her, but Lucy's eyes are pleading with me to say yes. You've got quite a bit. I got quite a bit. Are you sure? You sure? All the more reason for me to help. Alrighty then. My motel isn't too far from here. I wasn't kidding when I said I had a lot to unpack. Between all the luggage I brought back with me, and the heavier memories of the time spent in the arid deserts, I saw and felt a different side of Lucy I'd partially forgotten. Her tender hands rubbing soothingly across the scars, now littered across my chest. We stayed up until warm morning glow of dawn lit up the messy motel room. Clothes, paperwork, and useless knickknacks I'd collected were scattered everywhere in an organized chaos. And yet I never felt more rest and at peace with the world than Lucy cuddled up next to me. A peace shattered by my stomach demanding sustenance loudly. How about we get some breakfast? My treat. A breakfast date sounds nice. Say, how about we invite my family? I'm sure Mom would love to see you again. Probably would too, however. I'd rather spend it with just you, Lucy. I grin as I watch Lucy's face turn beet red. You were never this smooth a talker, Anon. Fine, but I definitely want them to see you. Tomorrow then? Tomorrow. I'll tell them first. Get them hyped to see you. That would be great, so tomorrow then. Tomorrow, yes. We made our way across towards her car door, but before getting in, she once again embraces me, this time a little stronger. It's okay, Lucy. I was so lonely, Anon. You don't need to be alone, you know. I'm so glad you're here. I missed you. I missed you too, Lucy. Though I miss the old Fang, I'm elated. I love you, Lucy. Three of 4, Volcano High School Musical. That's quite nice, though. I do like that. This is a much better game than I put it out to be, and although there was a lot of collective groaning from me and whining, that was it was very nice. Kind of makes me think about what the other endings would have been, especially with all the shit that I've seen. But it's a really good story, even if the content was a bit questionable. And yeah, I am glad that I played this. So let me know in the comments if you guys want to see like a different playthrough, going through one of the different endings, maybe. Although I think that ending's good enough to go off on. I don't like that Naomi, like, sketch in the back. Anyway, yeah. So, backup anonymous 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. Anyway, the end. Hey. And Snoot game started development on June 19th, 2020. Damn, what a thing. New bonus chapters, complete unseen endings to see more. What the fuck? PTA meeting. Tell me if you guys want to see this. This is... I think I need a rest for now. Anyway, I appreciate you guys for watching, for the support, and I really appreciate you guys for helping the channel out so much, and me. You have no idea how much it means. But with that, I guess I'll see you guys sometime in the future.